Here's Mike. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show. We're talking superstitions.
Yeah, whenever you spill salt, you got to throw some salt over your shoulder for good luck.
Yeah, that is true.
I'll do that.
I will do that one as well.
I always make sure I do that.
One time I was eating with Professor Tora Tanaka, and he spilled salt and then picked it up, but he threw it right at my eyes and he pinned me.
Ah, that ain't right. That's cheating. Didn't the referee see it?
No, his back was turned.
Not the way.
866-277-4969. Mikey, I see you keep leaning over. Is there something you want to add here? Is there some kind of Greek thing I don't know about?
No, when we come home from church after Easter.
Greek church?
Yeah, Orthodox.
Greek Easter?
Orthodox Easter. We're supposed to burn a cross with the smoke, with the...
What is this, KKK church?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't burn a cross, brother. You're an American now.
It's the smoke, the smoke from the candle that we bring home.
Let Fezzy burn one on Star Jones's lawn.
I would never. I would never.
We burn it on the doorways. Before we walk in from the church, we burn a cross with the smoke. So if you ever come to my house, you'll see that big black soot.
Yeah, that's never going to happen, Mikey.
Oh, well, okay.
And this is one of the reasons why I can't be in a devil church. Why would he put black soot on the ceiling?
No, on the top of the doorway. So before, we open up the door, and then we get the candle that we got from the church, and we make a cross. So it's like the black soot stays there as a cross. So every time you cross over into your house or your home, you're safe.
You're going to burn your damn house down.
Well, how lucky is that?
Yeah, that's
not very, my friend.
Fezzy, you remember this would never be third on a cigarette with a lighter?
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what that's from, right?
That's from the war, right?
From World War II. Because by the time that the sniper looks over, sees the third guy, he's able to lock in on it. So ever since then, those guys came back and go, "Hey, it's bad luck." Well, nobody's going to be hanging around Detroit. You're home now.
If there's snipers in the area looking to gun you down while you're smoking, it's pretty risky. It's bad luck.
866-277-4969. Here is Rob. Rob, you're on the Fez show.
Hey there.
Hey,
my wife and her whole family, you can't hand over the salt. You can't pass it. You have to pass it along the table. Can't go hand to hand.
I don't know. It's got to stay on the table and you slide it? Is that what you're saying?
Can't hand it.
I've never heard that one before. Now, had you known it before you married into this family?
No, I think it's nuts. And every chance I get, I try to hand it to them, but they won't take it.
That's so funny.
Now, men are always less superstitious than women until it comes to sports and gambling. And believe me, you will see superstitious men in Vegas. Whether it's guys sit next to them, where you sit, what cards you use. There are so many superstitions with gambling. So many superstitions at the horse track. Gamblers don't want to take a $50 bill.
Oh, that's right. I've heard that.
10.
Yep, I've heard that one. Never give them a 50.
And it goes on and on and on like that. And the same with football teams. Baseball players are incredibly superstitious. Yet at the home, it's women that seem to be way more superstitious. Here is Joyce. Joyce, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Joyce.
Hi. I have one. My cousin died about 10 years ago, and whenever I pass by the scene of his accident, I do the sign on the cross and say a quick prayer every time. And also, I'm Catholic, whenever I go past the church, it's always good to do the sign on the cross.
When you go, Mikey, you do the same thing?
Every church that I cross, I'll do the cross.
You know, in the old days,
that I pass.
Yeah.
Not every church, but the Catholic church.
Yeah, the real churches. If you're Greek Orthodox, the good thing is you don't have to see that many. Now, they used to, in the old days, you used to actually genuflect in front of the church, but that has been, dropped a lot.
Where you actually kneel?
Yeah, where you would kneel down. You don't have to go all the way down to your knees. But as Catholics, we like to keep moving. You people, you go sit on your fat asses, and that's it. You sing a couple Luther Vandross songs, you get to go home.
We do not sing Luther Vandross songs.
Catholic Church, you're up and down and going, then you're kneeling, you're standing up. It's aerobics exercise. You really have to commit to being. People will leave the Catholic Church, you see them with towels like Elvis around their neck. They're trying to towel off as they're leaving. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Hey, guys. I got a couple I'm not sure about. I know I used to smoke. I used to take the first cigarette out and turn it around backwards and put it back in the pack.
That's right. I remember that. People would always put that. They would turn it upside down. And I used to think it was because then you would know when to get a new pack. But it was a smoker's thing. I haven't seen it in a long time. I saw it when I was a kid.
Is there any reason for it whatsoever?
What else?
I don't know. I think it was a reminder or something. The other one was when you're drinking on a street corner, you pour a little bit of your booze out on the ground for your homies.
Yeah, I always do this. I always go, this one's for Fez, and I pour it down.
I'm still with you. I'm still here.
Now, yes, but I'm preparing.
Don't.
God forbid I've prepared.
Keep all the liquids in their containers.
Here comes Billy Staples. Billy, what do? You always turn over a Valium in there. What do you do?
No, I actually
finds it heads up.
I actually have a few I really still didn't even realize. I never put new shoes on a table.
No, that's a big thing in my family.
That's awful.
Oh, God, it was passed down. I remember my mother would scream, "Get the shoes off the table!"
Yeah.
And I was like, why? And she goes, someone will die in a year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really... And it's only new shoes, even if it's in the box.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. You know that your family too, Fez?
Yeah, you don't put shoes on a table.
And whenever silverware drops. I mean, there's a rule with silverware where if
you still use it?
Yeah, it's like as soon as the fork drops up, male's coming, female's coming, whatever, it's almost like a reflex.
Billy, I'm willing to bet you've never dropped a fork in your life. I'm willing to go that far.
There have been a couple of times.
I know. I'm kidding you, buddy.
And when we were kids, we always held our breath going past the cemetery.
And holding your breath
past
a cemetery was always a big deal. Or again, you don't whistle? Is that it?
I think you do whistle.
Well, see, I wouldn't.
You don't whistle in a theater, though. You never whistle in a theater.
That's only for people that are in the business. And by the business, I mean the industry.
As a whole?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you never mention Macbeth backstage.
Why would you do it? Why would you do it now?
This is our theater.
Now we're cursed.
No,
it's the Ron and Fez theater.
That's great. You say that.
Now, what if you're doing that play?
You say you know what to call it. You don't call it Macbeth.
You call it the Scottish play.
Right. But I mean that's only...
Well, what if you're doing that?
If you're doing it, you're doing it. I mean, if you're in another play, you're not supposed to mention it.
Yeah, but what if you're actually doing Macbeth? I wonder if they say it or not.
I personally never have been in Macbeth, so I wouldn't know.
I've seen
Kelsey Grammer tried to do it. He got a 3-day run. That's how lucky it was.
What did... Excuse me.
Where's with the wine again?
Boys, please.
Show's going on. 866-277-4969. I had a line, but Billy wanted to do a call back from yesterday.
That didn't even get on the air.
Yes, I was focusing on today's show. I was focusing right here on the here and now. Here is Andrew. Andrew, you're on Run and Fez.
Andrew.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I got? I got this really big problem with people getting out of a two-seater car and leaving that front seat up.
Now, is that a superstition or it just bugs you in an OCD way?
No. It's a fact. It's not a superstition there, Ronnie.
That's a fact that... Now, what will happen if that happens?
Everybody I know who has had trouble, as soon as they've noticed that, they've gotten into trouble, whether it was arrested from the popo or whatever. It's a fact.
I love his voice. Thank you, Andrew. That's a fact, Ronnie. There's nothing you're going to do about that, all right? That's a fact. The popo will be here in 5 minutes.
He's serious.
Here is Jason. You're on Ron and Fez.
Jason, what's going on?
Shake it up, buddy.
Shake it up, my brother.
Shake it up.
I'm from Berryville. I'm deep in Virginia, and my half sister's a pagan, and she always taught me that the black cross was a symbol of anti-Christian, a symbol of the Antichrist. So if Mikey D's putting a black cross above his door, he's actually putting up a symbol of the devil.
I am scooting as far away from you as possible, Mikey D.
Mikey, let me ask you something. When you have a black cross on the house and he burns it in, what exactly does that mean? Never mind. What does it mean, Mikey?
Oh, are you asking Mikey D or asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking Mikey first.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well, it's an Orthodox thing.
Quit laughing at us, Mikey.
By Orthodox, you mean Antichrist?
No. It's something that, because it's supposed to protect our house. That's what it is. And it's not on the door. It's on the doorway on the top. So when we cross it, it's protecting us. And that's an Orthodox thing. And I know pagan stuff, and that has nothing to do.
No, it isn't pagan. It's devil. That's a devil thing,
satanic,
my friend.
not pagan.
A lot of people confuse the pagans with the devil. The pagans might, worship gods of, different types or nature, but only the devil-worshiping Greek Orthodox Church is going to get Satan.
Where were you when Lacey Peterson disappeared?
I was on the East Coast.
Were you worried that they're trying to take the Satan away from Santa? Was that a big problem for you?
That's rough.
Here is Eric. Eric, you're on Fez.
Hey, Eric.
Eric, are you there, buddy? He had a good one. He says he never answers the phone if his team is winning.
Oh, that's interesting.
I have a lot of friends who do not. Well, Fezzy, you're even this way with this shirt and everything about your team.
Oh, I know. I'll try the phone ringing thing now, though.
I won't answer the phone if anyone else is home. That way, I don't care if my wife is in the tub. I'm not going to lean over and pick up a phone. Because to me, anytime the phone, what is it, good news? Have you ever gotten a call? Hey, I got that money I owe you.
Never.
It's bad news.
That way you avoid the bad luck.
I don't even avoid it. I just don't pick it up. It could be sitting on my lap. And I'll go, why would I want to get this?
866-277-4969.
And I always yell the same thing when the phone rings. If it's Fez, I'm not here. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Fez. How you doing? Hey, Ronnie, I think you can help me out with this. I don't understand it yet. I always feel compelled to do it. But what's with this knock on wood thing?
Oh, I do know the answer to this one. This is from wood elves during the Middle Ages.
Really?
Yeah, that you used to think that there was wood elves, so even in the forest they would knock on wood to make sure nobody, or you would get that blessing, or nobody would hear it.
I will always knock on wood.
I thought it was something Fezzy invented.
No, it's been around for a long, long time. That's a different kind of wood Fezzy knocks on.
Come in.
I actually have like a maritime one, like something that we used to always like. It's been passed along from generation to generation. Like
I didn't realize you were from a long line of sailors.
And didn't they used to call you Brandy, and you would bring them finest silver from the north of Spain? What are you talking about, maritime?
There's an old saying that if 3 seagulls fly over you, someone in your family is going to die.
Well, I'm not sure about the seagull thing. I know you're from a long line, but sailors do have a lot of superstitions because they got the weather to worry about. Not your type of sailors when you go 100 yards off the beach, drop an anchor and drink until you're out of it.
Yeah, your bad luck as 3 seagulls go by and you're at a margarita mix.
Yeah, but you still got to worry about the weather. Just like, if it's a red sky at night, it's going to be...
Red sky at night!
Oh!
Do you remember the whole thing? Red sky at night?
Red sky at night, sailor's delight.
Red sky at morn?
Sailors take one. Sailors take one, right.
Yeah. So that is true. Why? Who knows? Because there's a red sky every night and then every morning in the summer.
Sure. So something's always going on with the sailors.
And you know that better than anybody, Brandy, because 3 seagulls come over and you have to get a butler to swim back and pick up more mix.
What happens if you see a flock of seagulls? And I mean in concert.
I did, and I ran. I ran so far away.
You should have. You did the right thing.
I like my hair long. I like it short. I like it straight. I like it curly. That was his big thing.
He pulled it off.
Yeah, he did.
No one else could.
And not even him. Mark, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my grandmother, we'd be walking down the street, and she would never let you walk on the other side of a telephone pole. You always had to walk on the same side of a pole.
You did not want to split the family up between a pole. I remember my mom did that when we left the hospital one time.
I never heard of that.
My mom never...
I tell you what, when I was about 10 years old, we were walking down the street, and I walked on the other side of the telephone pole. She reached around, this little old lady, and grabbed me, yanked me off the ground, and snatched me all the way around the other side of the pole and said, bread and butter.
Bread and butter is exactly what you'd say, bread and butter. Now, I remember the thing about what my mother-in-law, I think she called it the Malocchio, the evil eye. Malocchio, I think is how it goes. I can't speak Italian. But that's what she would do. And then she would also kind of give them the horns and put the Malocchio on them.
Give it a little twist.
I just did it to you by accident.
I know, and I wish you would stop it because you're freaking me out.
Let me see. When I did that, I saw your alopecia glowing.
My alopecia's not glowing, and please quit bringing it up.
You're right. That's between us. Michelle, you're on Fez.
Hi,
Michelle.
how are you? There's something in the Jewish and Muslim religion where you wear a charm either around your neck or on your keychain, and it's a shape of a hand, and in the middle of the hand is supposed to be an eye, and it's like the eye of God watching over you or protecting you.
Well, we had that on our dollar bill. we have that kind of Arabic Eye of God on our dollar bill.
With the eye of the pyramid.
Yeah, with the pyramid, which is really weird.
So we're all carrying that. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Thanks, Michelle. I wouldn't go putting an eye on my hand or my head or anything like that. I don't like to play that.
Yeah, I would feel bad about it. I don't want to mess with things I don't know about. I'm superstitious that way.
Dear Satan, please take Fez.
Quit praying to Satan.
My prayer for you, Fez, is may that you be dead an hour before Jesus knows. May you be in hell for an hour before Jesus knows that you're dead.
That is not a good prayer, and it could happen.
Let's start to say that when people we don't like die.
May you be in hell an hour before that Jesus knows you're gone.
Here's Costa, you're on Run of Fez.
Hola, Costa.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hola.
Two things. One, I want to say that one superstition we had when we were little was you can't leave your shoes with the sole facing up because that would instantly bring bad luck. And the second thing I like to say is I'm Greek also, and I agree with Mikey 100%. The big thing after church on Easter Saturday was to make sure someone in the family brought back the candle lit in order to do the cross on the opening of the door.
You hear how silly you sound saying Easter Saturday? You see how bizarre this earth is?
It's at midnight on Saturday. It goes into Sunday.
That's right. That's our big day. Saturday is the big day because we go to church and we get the light from the church at midnight. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we feast because we've been fasting all that time.
And don't you arrive in eggs, too, Mork?
They put a giant wooden horse outside of his house. He brings it out, and a bunch of people jump out and stab him.
But now, Mikey, on your pagan side, don't you do some sort of crazy naked dance where you burn money?
Yeah, I do a naked crazy dance on December 21st at midnight. And I'm naked, and I burn money, and it's supposed to bring good financial fortune for the year.
You Greeks are strange.
Well, that has nothing to do with the Greek Orthodox Church.
I wasn't even talking about that anyway.
Oh, okay.
He didn't hear that part.
Here's Kathleen. I'll take you home, Kathleen.
Hi. My mom just got back from Canada, and me and my husband are trying to have a baby. And I hear from my girlfriends that it's bad luck to accept baby gifts if you're not yet pregnant.
You know, I'm not even really comfortable with where you are.
Yeah, like a baby shower?
Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff, putting the crib up. I always worry about that.
It makes me nervous.
Yeah. So, no, I would not take any baby gifts.
No, I don't. I told her to hold the gift she got for me from Canada. I was like, save it. Otherwise I'll never get pregnant.
Yeah. Well, if you want, I'll stop by. I mean, I'm unbelievable that way. All right. Good luck. Good luck. Give us updates, okay, Kathleen?
Thank you.
And by that mean I actually want to listen while you guys are trying.
Last night.
Oh, that's great to hear. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
866-277-4969.
Here is Jay. Jay, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Jay.
How's it going, buddy?
Go ahead, pal.
Yeah, I had a couple. What about the, you step on a crack, you break your mom's back?
Step on a crack, I'll break your mom. When a devil comes along,
you must whip it.
Before the creature comes along,
you must whip it.
I said, whip it. Yeah, we used to do that, of course, when you were coming home from school, and some kid would try to step on every crack.
Yeah, that was me. I would actually toe the line along the cracks.
We would also play a game called Step on Fezzy's Crack, and you'll break his own back.
Stay off of my crack.
It's the first time I've ever heard you yell that.
You're trying to break me.
Sometimes you yell, I'll come free. Here is Joshua.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hello, Joshua.
This is a personal one. I just got back from Vegas. I went out to my best friend's wedding.
Vegas, baby.
And when we were gambling, he had to sit on my right-hand side, otherwise I would not win any money.
Yeah, I understand that.
He just had to sit there. I mean, I went out later that night, one night playing. He didn't go with me, and I lost everything. The next night we went out, he sat on my right-hand side. I won $200.
It totally works that way.
Yeah, I agree with that all the time. And if I'll be at a table, everything's going great, and I'll feel some loser mutt come and just suck the energy out.
Hello.
And I'll literally, someone I've never met before, and I'll just get up, I'll cash out, and I'll go, I can't stand next to this person. You, sir, would make this whole casino lose.
Yeah, I hate it when they change dealers.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
Then you got to get up and leave.
You ever feel like you got a hot dealer and then all of a sudden they got to go? Like they know, like they believe in luck?
Like it doesn't even seem like a shift change. They just decided to get up and leave
Yeah.
because you're winning.
It's not like you look around and see all the dealers leaving at the same time.
Right.
It's just like, okay, we got a guy who picked up a couple hundred.
Polo was always good for me in Vegas. When we took him to Vegas that time, and I was sitting there playing the slots, as long as he was near me, I was hitting.
Can we start and call Vegas Viva from this point on?
Sure.
Heading out to Viva?
Viva.
Not like that, just Viva. All right, we'll be right back. We're on a Fez Show.